Oops, forgot about that. Hey, what's up? What's up? How's everybody going? It's Kev the Cashflow DJ coming back at you one more again for another round, for another episode. We're doing it up again. We're on day 21. A little bit behind. Hey, how's it going, Lisa? Sister's in the house. Little Rock representing. What's up? What's up? The family is representing tonight. I'm on day 21 of this 30-day challenge thing. We're coming along pretty good. Had a few bumps and bruises here. Had a few nicks and knacks, twists and turns here and there. But we're going to do this. So we're pushing ahead. We're forging ahead. It's day 21. We're kind of focusing on a few other things. There's so many different topics I can get in, and so much stuff that I'm doing. So I today is Wealth Building Wednesday, but I'm going to focus it back around to the networking thing or whatever, which is kind of like a Tuesday and somewhat of a Thursday type of thing. It's a little bit more business oriented, but there can be for other things too. But we're talking about the professional networking and connecting, but professionally. You can do that in a professional manner. How I can go about, what are some of the keys and points involved, and also a little bit of research, a little bit of target market research, getting some opinions and some viewpoints on what people want to do. What is it that people out there want to do? What do people want? What are they looking for? What would they like? On the personal level for them, if they put their hands on their chins and go, rub their chin and think about it for a couple of minutes, contemplate, reflect, go inward, introspection, just for a quick moment, what would they like to do? What are some things that they would like to see done, or that they would participate in or get themselves involved in, or would like to support, or what have you? What are some things that they would like to do on that particular level? So a little research on just an opinion poll, opinion survey on to some things people would like to see done, some different goals people have, and looking at the little dream building or whatever, thing that people that want to do. And one way to do that, among a few other ways, is through networking. Professional networking. I learned quite a bit about that. It's a whole big thing about professional networking. And going into the networking thing where we interconnect with other people, interact with other people, connect with other people. I got a little note on that, a little Evernote thing on that, a little brief observation on networking. And I got a couple of suggestions and a couple of thoughts, a couple of suggestions. One thing suggestion on that is the person, if they're interested in that concept of networking, something that they could do that could be somewhat simple. It may take a little bit out of them, but it's as simple as it can possibly be, and it's not something that hopefully won't be too burdensome. It's could they have a goal of networking professionally with at least about maybe 2 people a day? And that's pretty small number, 2 people. It's just a little bit. Hey, Brandon, what's up? I was just thinking about you a few days ago, man, from Cracker Barrel. Brandon's in the house. Good to see you, man, doing your thing. Yeah, this is doing a 30-day challenge, 30-day video challenge here. This is something I get into. We all get into our little things. And this is a little thing I get into, a little business thing, networking thing, group economics thing. And I'm having these 30-day video challenges, going with a particular group. And they're sponsoring that. And I'm kind of winding it down, a little bit late on it, but kind of winding it down and cover a lot of different topics, or attempt to cover a lot of different topics that may be helpful to people or interesting, or maybe even sometimes entertaining. So if I can educate, inform, or entertain for a few minutes, hey, we're doing something. But good to see you though, Brand. Good to see you. Brandon is a guy that he has big thoughts on his mind. Big thoughts on his mind. Good to see you, Brandon. I sure been thinking about you, man. But I've been something we're talking about was professional networking, and different ways you can do that. A couple of little small, quick key points that will help in professional networking for whatever we're doing. If our minds are thinking on that level. Man. You guys, I'm trying to see what we can do, man. Try to see what we can do, man. Trying to hang in there, trying to do it. We're going to do it. Yeah, but thanks a lot though, man. It's, and I know you yourself are a well of, quite a bit of information, man. Quite a bit of information. The industry you're in, just a lot of stuff. But good to see you though, man. Good to see you still doing your thing. Hope you're still doing your thing, man. Hope you're still doing your thing, man. but but yeah, man, try to cover some of these topics that may be helpful, may be educational, may be valuable, may be informative, or at the very least, mildly entertaining. So whatever. Get in where you fit in, man. Get in where you fit in. But yeah, we talk about networking, networking and connecting and stuff like that. Where you get to it, kind of that itself, that's a process that connects itself with researching, because you're letting other people open up, giving their opinions, giving their ideas, their thoughts. It's all about them. The secret to conversation is to ask questions for the other person. So you're guiding the conversation, but you're asking questions. And they're open-ended questions rather than yes or no questions. It's a lot of art to this stuff. It can get a little bogged down. It's not that complicated, but you're orchestrating the conversation or the dialogue by asking open-ended questions, let them answer, and then they open up about what's going on in their minds, their lives, and their hearts, and by them doing that, you get a chance to peek into, what's important to the next person, and you're connecting. You're allowing them to speak and allowing them to connect it. Hey, what's up, Naisha? My little cousin, Naisha from the Chi-Town in the house representing. What's up, girl? I hadn't seen you in a while. But, yeah, we're doing a 30-day challenge here. And the networking, some points you can do in networking. And one thing you can do that keeps it somewhat simple for a novice, or possibly a novice, or maybe somebody who's a bit rusty. What's up, Naisha? Y'all something else, but y'all representing the shot. Y'all representing the shot. But don't get to talking crazy. Don't get to talking crazy. How's it going, Renee? All right. I see your people on here talking crazy on here about the shot. Y'all represent the shot. Y'all represent the shot. Okay. But I know it's crazy, but you know how it is. But anyway, yeah, we were talking about networking with people, man, helping people to open up about what they got going on, because everybody has their story. Everybody's got a story. I don't care. You've been sitting up, eating all day, sitting on the porch, watching birds, and you've been doing something all day. You have a story, and basically it's just up to someone to kind of open that story up. And even if it's not about what happened today, it might be about what happened last week, last month, or last year. You got a story. You came from somewhere, and you're trying to go somewhere, hopefully. So, the networking thing is all about bringing it out of people and finding out what it is that people want. And once you find out what people want, you may be in a position, not always, because we're not Santa Claus, but you may be in a position to possibly do something about that, possibly connect them with something or someone or a piece of information or something that can help them in doing something closer what they want to do to their goal. Because like I said, we can't cure everything. We can't make the sun come up and give them a lollipop and make the birds sing every morning for them. But by connecting with the person, we can empathize with that person, we can sympathize with them, we may be even to directly help them. So we don't want to put too much expectation on ourselves, but we're reaching out to people, that goes a long way, because we're connecting to people, and that helps us to be in a position, if possible, if we can, to maybe be able to do something. And that's a powerful connection. Like I said, just a couple of points of thoughts on that. Just like 2 people a day would be a good goal, even 1 person a day. But 2 people a day, and if you make that a consistent daily process, sometimes it may seem a little bit intimidating to some, because something that is not something that you're used to. Takes a little bit of work, a little bit of discipline, but we're trying to keep the numbers low and somewhat realistic, but still big enough to see some sort of gain from it, some sort of progress from it. 2 people a day within a 30-day period. I keep talking about 30-day challenges. I keep saying it's not, it doesn't have to be a video challenge, but perhaps it can be reaching out to 2 people a day could be your 30-day challenge. And each day, before you get up and say, okay, I'm going to reach out. You may be reading the Bible, you may be reading a book, or you may be reading a passage or something or whatever. There's something that you may be wanting to do with other people or for other people. Make it a challenge. 1 person a day, 2 people a day. These are just suggestions. These are just suggestions, and they only work for people whose minds are open to growing and expanding and improving themselves. If you see no need to grow, no need to expand, no need to improve, then no problem. This is not something that you will do because you've grown as far as you're going to grow and you don't want to grow. No problem, But for those who are open to that, the stuff I be talking about is based on that premise, so that the person can possibly tomorrow be a little bit better positioned than they were yesterday. You might not be a millionaire tomorrow, but you may have grown on this planet as you walk this earth and you breathe it in the oxygen. You may have grown while walking this planet to help yourselves and to help somebody else out. And whether you made $1 million or not, that may be worth doing. That may be a little bit more of a life worth living, just possibly. But you got to be open to it. But yeah, this whole networking thing was kind of it's based because I'm trying to connect all this stuff to the whole research thing about niche research, market research. That's kind of a deep business principle, like corporate 500 companies do. TV networks do it when they do ratings and stuff. They do magazines do it. Big companies do it because it's part of their business metrics. But we can do it so that we can kind of gauge what it is that people want, so that we can be in a position to provide what a need that people may have. So like I said, we're not expecting too much of ourselves, and that every day is Christmas, that we're Santa Claus, that we got to do this and we're not going to be able to do that for everybody. And then some people, not to get negative, some people are going to take advantage of certain things, and that's fine. If they do, for a quick minute, they might get you for a quick minute. If they got you, no problem. For that one little minute, they got you. But you can continue moving forward so that they don't keep getting you and keep getting you and keep going and keep moving ahead with that. But that's what this whole thing is about with the research, because what are some ideas that people out there want to do? What are some suggestions of things that there's a lot of things out here in life that people want to do. There's a lot of things that people are interested in, that they're involved in, that they like to do, and they figure they'll never get a chance. So they said, well, it'll never happen, or they would like to see somebody else do, and they figure it won't happen, or whatever. Just a lot of different ideas. They want to help. They want to get out in the community. They want to help the neighborhood. They want to help storm victims. They want to lose weight. They want to, when your mind is thinking on levels like that about what can I do, some people don't know what to do, and that's fine. They're not used to thinking like that. So they're just there, and maybe if somebody tells them, they may be able to go do it, but if you're open to thinking like this gets your wheels turning, and if you can't get it just from thinking, you may be able to get it from researching, reading, talking to other people, looking out there at other things and finding other things that connect with you. If your mind is open, and you will run across some things that you can get into, that you can involve yourself in, throw yourself in deeply, it can turn into a cause for you. That could be financial, could be physical, could be health wise, could be spiritual, could be family, economic, relationship, self-improvement. There's a whole lot of different ways you can do that, and nobody can say what the next person could or should or would do or needs to do. It. Like I said, some of us are waiting for that. But if your mind is open, you'll find a way to do that. Find a way to fill that void. But that's what this whole thing was about the polls and all that type of stuff, because I'm trying to get an idea and a sense of what are some things out there that are either have a high popularity level that people like, they're trending high that people can get into, or they are just something that different segments and different parts of the population want to get into, different parts of the demographic want to get into. But anyway, yeah, that's about all I was talking about tonight, because I'm trying to get some idea. I mean, I have some ideas about what, things that I want to see or do, whatever. I already have some ideas, but different ideas about what other individuals out there are looking to do. And there's a lot of different ways that people can go. So yeah, just putting this out there for that. And I'm gonna try to do a little bit of bird dogging myself to try to get some ideas of what who is doing, what are some things that people would like to do, some things they've thought about or whatever. So I'll try to get some information back from results back from that to try to see what are some things people want to do. And this ties right into the whole group economics thing. So yeah, that's about it for today. It's Kev the Cashflow DJ with CashflowHustlesRadio.com and also with CashflowListBuilders.com with the hashtag the Group Economics Movement, hashtag the MLA Challenge, who are the people that's helping me sponsor this with this video challenge. And basically just coming at you guys with a little bit of something, putting a little bit of something on your brains, on your mind, something to think about a little bit on a Wednesday evening. It's about 7 here in Arkansas, Central Standard Time. All right, so thanks a lot. This is Kev the Cashflow DJ. Appreciate everybody kicking it with me. I'll get with you guys tomorrow on the next installment, day number 22 for the 30-day challenge. I'm out. Peace. It's Kevin the Cashflow DJ. I'll holler. Thanks a lot.